Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a Form 8K filing, and trust me, it's not as boring as it sounds. Imagine being stuck in a Zoom meeting where all they talk about is, well, we'll get to that battered. Before we start, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below. This 8K filing is all about what happened at Pyxis Oncology's annual shareholder meeting. We're talking election results, votes on important company matters, and the kind of stuff that determines who's really calling the shots. It's like a corporate popularity contest, but with potentially big money at stake. So this report is dated June 18 of 2025, marking the day Pyxis Oncology held its annual meeting. This wasn't just any meeting, it's where stockholders get to voice their opinions and decide on key company directions. The main event reported here is the results of the votes on a few important items. Think of it as the company checking in with its owners to make sure everyone's on the same page, or at least that the majority rules. As of late April in 2025, there were nearly 62 million shares of common stock out there, each with a vote. That's a lot of potential voices. And in this meeting, a good chunk of them, almost 44 million shares, were represented either in person, virtually, or by proxy, meaning someone voted on their behalf. First up was the election of directors. These are the people who sit on the board and help steer the company. In this case, stockholders were voting on three individuals: Dr. Santosh Palani, Mr. Darren Klein, and Dr. Rachel Humphrey, all to serve as Class I directors. Here's how the votes broke down. Let's focus on Dr. Palani. He got about 22 million votes for about 7.3 million votes were withheld. The withheld votes means that people didn't really vote in favor of him, not sure if they wanted him in or not. Also, there were about 14.6 million broker non-votes. Broker non-votes happen when brokers holding shares for clients don't get instructions on how to vote and therefore can't vote on certain matters. The second big item was the ratification or approval of Ernst & Young LL as the company's independent accounting firm for 2025. This is like a quality check to make sure the company's financials are being looked over by someone trustworthy. For this proposal, about 43.7 million voted for Ernst & Young, around 233,000 voted against, and roughly 30,000 abstained, meaning they chose not to vote. This pretty much seals the deal for Ernst & Young to handle the books for Pyxis Oncology. Now let's zoom out and look at what this all means for Pyxis Oncology. Pyxis Oncology seems to have the basics covered. They held their annual meeting, got their directors elected, and confirmed their accounting firm. No big surprises or controversies popped up, which is usually a good sign. At least the shareholders seem relatively happy with the direction of the company by approving the proposals. However, the document is missing the big picture. We don't see any details about Pyxis' financial health. It might be because it's an 8K filing and not a 10D1, the real financial indicator, but it still makes it somewhat difficult to assess the company's trajectory and where it is headed in. Looking at these results and the information available more broadly, Pyxis Oncology is doing okay in the market, but they still need a lot more to go. With the details in this report, we can't say if they would reach their goals or not, but they have a vision and are on the right path. Alright, that's our breakdown of Pyxis Oncology's annual meeting results. What's your take on these moves and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.